Hello everybody and welcome to Dauntless. I am level 9, so I've obviously been playing a little bit at least, and I enjoy it. A lot of the stuff isn't explained very well, or maybe it is and I just skipped through it. I do also stream this on Twitch a bit, if you're interested in watching that. I'm Mooglepeep on pretty much everything, so if you ever want to find me, that's how you can. Loadout is what they call their inventory system. So you have to collect orbs to upgrade all of your stuff, all the different, they're called behemoths, they look kind of like various dragons. They all have different names and they all give you different armor sets and weapons. And of course you've got your basic fire is super effective against ice kind of deal. Most of the game is centered around this board once you unlock patrols. Pursuits, you can just pick a different behemoth that you want to go after. The exclamation mark means that I haven't done that personally, or that there's a new one in there. I have killed one of those, or that I have a quest in there. Yeah, it looks like it's quests. And the patrol is you fight a random one, so could be anywhere from threat level 3 to 6 within the terror behemoths, so they're the earth-based ones, which for some reason electricity is strong against them. Not the way I personally would have gone, but I didn't make the game. I just enjoy playing it. So I'll show you a little bit of how this works. So let's say we're going to do a neutral patrol. We do that, and then it will just automatically find us a party of 4. You can do it by yourself. I've mainly been doing it with other people because it seems like that's a bit more what the game is focused towards. This is your armor upgradey system. So each one of these is a different type of behemoth, and you have to kill them specifically to get their bits. So you can see if I hover over this, I am playing it with a PlayStation controller that I have plugged into my computer because I have found that for the combat part a little bit easier, but I do feel like it's a little bit harder in some of the menu screens. And then this is this screen, so I'm here by myself. So you press A and you can change all of your bits and pieces here. As you can see, I am a little bit overpowered for what we're about to fight, which is a Gnasher, which is a normal type, so there's nothing that's specifically effective against it or not effective against it. It has a bit of trouble switching, because I keep moving the mouse, so it has a bit of trouble switching between the controller and the mouse. But it also is set up for Xbox controllers, so everything that comes up with instructions is for an Xbox controller, so just bear that in mind if you are using a PlayStation controller. It does work fine, but you have to remember that when it says X, X is square, not X. But otherwise it's been pretty much straightforward. A bit similar to The Witcher in the sense that square and triangle are your attacks, circle is your dodge, and it makes you invulnerable, so it's actually fairly important. I'm probably going to do a lot worse on this hunt than I normally do. I'm not saying I normally do well, but trying to speak at the same time as do anything useful, not my forte. So this is how it starts, and you all more or less run off in random directions, and everybody's looking for that monster. We're fighting again, a Gnasher. Got big old teeth. Normally that noise... No? Okay. Thought someone had let off a flare. These little doohickeys make you run faster. There is a sprint button, which took me a long time to find. I don't know if it was told to me and I just wasn't paying attention, or if I'm dumb. But it is right trigger to run. I also don't know my left and right, so you'll have to forgive me looking at the controller to figure that out. X, or A, is jump, and you got these things that launch you into the air. Got no idea where this monster is. Really not helping my team. usually if I am streaming this, I call it Let's Ruin Someone's Day, because that's probably what I'm doing. Normally you can kind of tell if you're getting closer, because music will get a little bit more intense and you'll hear the monster. I feel like they've all found it and they just haven't let off a flare to let me know where it is, so I'm just gonna keep running in this direction. I apologise, I'm terrible at this game. I'm actually terrible at most games, but doesn't mean I don't enjoy them. You collect these little flower thingies to make your potions and whatnot. Okay, there it is. I find that if you get up high enough you can usually see it, as long as you have your... Actually, I haven't really looked at the settings too much, so I'm assuming that it's all fairly standard. This is cross-platform, so as you can see, everyone I'm playing with here is on a PlayStation, and I can't make that jump. You can kind of... yeah, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Okay, here you go. There he is. Oh, whoops. Got a big old tail. Generally, try not to stand in those things. Like I said, circle makes you invulnerable for a certain amount of time. So if you want to avoid being hit and taking damage, that's how you do it. The fact that he's red means that he's enraged, I think. So he'll do extra damage, but you can get all these... It's like socketing in World of Warcraft or Diablo 2 or Diablo 3. You can get all these cells, they call them here, that you attach to your armour and weapons, and some of them will increase damage done to enraged or enriched monsters. So, because they will do it. You get specific body parts for lopping off specific body parts. So if you take off the tail successfully before you kill it, then you'll get extra crafting equipment that is based on the tail. Or if you take off, I think these ones have shin plates, so if you take off their shin plates, then you'll get shin plates, which you can use for your crafting. And then you've got your shield doohickey, which is this lantern that's hanging on my butt. It's got a couple of abilities you can use. You can make different ones. I'm not very far into... See, there you go, shin plate. I'm not very far into the game, so far you can make 3 different lanterns for me, but there's possibly more. I don't know how I'm doing that. I don't know how to stop doing that. Okay. Okay. That was a bit intense. When it goes underground like that, it means that it's fled. So now you've got to re-hunt it down. I'm not sure what percentage of health it does that on. My last, well not my last, but a couple of hunts ago it was bugged, so the place it went to, we couldn't kill it. We could attack it as much as we wanted, but it wouldn't die. So we basically had to wait for it to time out, because as you can see on the side there, oh, I can't do it while I'm in here, but airship fuel remaining. When that gets to 0, they take you away. So you have half an hour basically per hunt to kill the big old beastie. And gather all of your bits and pieces. Patrols give you orbs, pursuits do not. These consumables down in the bottom right hand corner, some of them you have to make every time, but like the health potions for instance, you just get 5 every hunt. So I guess it's like part of a ration pack or something? Not sure. And the grenades, you get 5 of those every time. The shield potions, you can have a maximum of 3, but you have to make them individually, and that's what you harvest the flowers and whatnot for, is to make extra stuff. Normally we've taken a tail off by now. This one's got a bad tail. If you are injured, you can go to that little Whoa, 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 whoa. And come here to this rip in the ground. And if you hold A without getting interrupted, it will heal you for X amount. It's not 100% straight away, obviously. But you can just stand there and keep holding A and it will keep healing you. Depending on what cells you have equipped to your armour and stuff, you can... oh, there you go, tails off. You can heal through being on fire, stuff like that. So... but they do get depleted. Come on now. Ta-da! We won! We're the best. So then it tells you your rank and your team rank. So B rank, from what I've gathered so far, means that I took damage I shouldn't have taken. So I stood in the fire, basically. And the team rank is overall how well we did. And then you get this screen, which is your loot screen and your progression screen. So I've got these things, and then you can leave the hunt. What I do like is that it doesn't bring up a screen comparing everybody to everybody else. So you don't necessarily look at it at the end and go, oh wow, I was really bad compared to everyone else. You just kind of leave and you're like, yeah, well, I did something. I'm the greatest. This is your entire town. Fairly basic stuff. You've got quests. This is where you go to open your cores. They're everywhere. There's heaps of these. And then press X to open them all, and it'll show you what you got. So I got some reagents, and I got some cells. There's different types, utility cells and something. Yeah. So that's that. Then, as it is a free game, there's obviously an online shop, which I have very mixed feelings about. From the looks of things, it's not pay to win. It seems like it's more like a, oh, you want to look really cool like the Ghost Fox style? Buy this for 1100 platinum. Which, fine, it's not actually better armor, it just looks cooler. You do get platinum for some quests and stuff. I don't know how much. I've got 25 so far. I haven't looked into it too much. But yeah, it's not exactly cheap considering that armor set is what, 1100. It's about $10-15. Similar to WoW, basically, for your aesthetic, different skins and whatnot. There are guns, I haven't really used them yet. Anyway, so that's your shop. And of course, if you go in here, it's always on you, so you don't have to go talk to that thing. And then if you look at the hunt pass, there's your elite hunt pass and your basic. I'm on the basic because I haven't paid any money. And I'm assuming, yeah, there you go. The elite hunt pass is 1,000 thingies, so what, $10? Or that is $24-ish. Not that, I don't know what it gives you besides it gives you these extra bits. That's all I can figure out so far. And obviously do your quests. So you get quests from people all over the little town thing, whatever this is. And sometimes it does that. There we go.
Victorious again.
I'm the best. And she'll give me a bunch of orbs, and the money is for some reason called rams.
Time to get to work.
The town's called Ramsgate, and it is actually full of rams. There is also a dog somewhere that you can pat. So that's more or less the basics of this game. It's kind of just Q to... oh, there's one. There's a ram. There's heaps of them, they're everywhere. You queue to kill different types of behemoths, you harvest their sweet, sweet organs, you build better stuff, and then you go back and do it again. So if you're into that kind of hack and slash, it is actually pretty fun. if you are going to get it, feel free to look me up, Mooglepeep. I'm Mooglepeep on everything, and we'll play together. I'll let you down for a change instead of letting down a stranger. Well, I suppose you are a stranger. You get what I mean. So that is Dauntless. I am Mooglepeep. You can always follow me on Twitter, Mooglepeep, if you want to know when I'm streaming or what I'm up to. Twitch TV, Mooglepeep. What else is there? I do release some videos and stuff on Steam, if you're interested in that. Guess what I'm called on that? But yeah, so feel free to hit me up on any of the old social medias if you want to have, except Facebook. I'm not involved too much with Facebook. If you want to know more about when I'm updating, when I'm releasing videos, when I'm streaming, any of that stuff, follow me on Twitter, basically. And I do a bit of stuff on Instagram, but not very much. Thank you for watching. This has been Dauntless, a free-to-play game currently through Epic Games. Look, it's up to you. I'd give it a try. You've got nothing to lose except maybe a couple of hours of your life.